If you ask me about the progress, yes, in last 1 decade, more than 10 years, we have made significant progress towards making in India. But still, we are in the middle of this phase. So if I properly separate this project into two parts, the first was to stop the finished goods import in India, which thanks to the government policies and the consumer behavior in India, we have successfully managed to put a stop to import of finished goods in consumer electronics and most of the IT products. Second would be, yes, now we are capable of producing in India for our domestic consumption. The next step is to take the Indian manufacturing to the global platform. Now here is a challenge that I see from our business perspective, because we have to compete with countries like China and other Far East countries. They are much more advanced. They have been into this since the beginning. As it was just said, that for China, the global market is their domestic market. So they started their business not only focusing on domestic China consumption, but they also had in mind the international business. This gives an immense power of buying volumes, producing in volumes, and thus it reflects in the quality of product, investment that is done in the R&D and the pricing as well. So in India, in spite of several challenges, we have successfully been able to produce most of the goods locally in India. Now it is time for manufacturers to get into the international market as well. So we at Elista started our brand in 2020 in India, and since the beginning we had a slogan which is called "Making in India for the World." So we added "for the world" word because we wanted to take an exposure into the international market as well. Now many brands in India are a little bit hesitant into getting to the international market because of their limitations, but then we because of our very widespread channel in Middle East, Central Asia and African countries, we were able to do this. So our manufacturing unit, which is in Andhra, today supplies to Middle East and Central Asian countries. So progress has definitely been made. Now it is time for us to capitalize on this and see that we can get into the international market as quickly as possible, because India has got multiple advantages today. One of the biggest, which I would say today, is the location, which is so strategic for any IT and consumer electronics business, and we must utilize that. So the supply chain, the cost of supply chain, all this can be reduced if we start exporting to the rest of the world from India. So I still believe that Make in India project is very much successful so far. But to conclude, I would say that we are still in the middle of this process. The part 2, which is Making in India for the World, has to be exercised very, very quickly and get into the international business.